In police criminal news.
Plop, plop, plop.
Fucking bitch sack.
Didn't work.
Submitted by Teriyaki for Andy.
Oh.
I'm not a big
I don't want to know about your sex fetishes. That's weird.
I know.
It's horny talk. Teriyaki.
I'm not a big fan of teriyaki though. Never liked it. Yeah. Oakland is now recruiting ex-cons for a commission that will oversee the police department. I believe you two said that was a great idea.
I think it's a great idea.
What is this exactly?
It's a checks and balances.
So they're gonna have criminals double checking the police department? So they're pretty much gonna be the internal affairs
Yep.
for
to clean the streets.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're gonna be county commissioners, which is a committee that's responsible for overseeing police department.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So that means they did their time from doing the crime, and then they became better peoples, and then now it's like, okay, I could trust you now. And then they go, hey, police, you're supposed to be the good guy, but don't be the bad guy.
Like, who better to know what criminals think than criminals themselves?
Yep.
I think that somebody bit off of your guys' idea. I'm just saying, because you guys have said it multiple times on JK News.
They watch Just Kidding News.
What's wrong with you? You should drink some water.
I choked on a fucking ice cream earlier. Thank you.
And it just hit you now? You were fine the whole time. Yeah.
Dude, everything about you is an old man today, dude.
It's either homeless Joe or old man Joe.
Old man Joe.
Yeah, so the City of Oakland posted on their website for would-be commissioner saying, quote, must be an Oakland resident, must be at least 18 years old,
Must be a felon.
formerly incarcerated individuals encouraged to apply.
Oh shit.
What do they need them for? It's like, hey, who's gonna watch the cops?
So this is a 9-member committee with 2 alternates. So they will be selected by the mayor and by an 8-member panel, civilian selection panel. It's a group of elected officials that oversees any administering that happens in the county. So police department will fall under that. So then they would be overseeing what they're doing in the department. That's pretty much it. So they're hiring ex-cons to look over police.
So the ex-cons are gonna be the internal investigations?
They're not calling it internal investigations. They're just calling it
Commissioner Gordon?
Oh,
Wait.
Commissioner Gordon. They all have mustaches and a coat.
I know.
That'd be funny.
Commissioner Smiley.
Smiley. Commissioner Smiley.
Hey, what's up? You need my fucking services or what?
Yeah, but it's funny because the head of the Oakland Police Officers Association said that recruiting ex-cons is extremely distasteful.
I know. He's like, what kind of ex-cons too? Because I mean, like, you don't want the top of the commission person to be like an 8-time rapist or like a pedophile or like, you know.
I think the position is the part that throws people off a little bit. Maybe if they were using them on commission for like specific things, right? So there have been a string of fucking like burglaries or whatever. So we get like the top dog that has done it, that has reformed his life, and then we kind of pick his brain for why this is happening. Maybe it might be a little bit different story, but they're having an ex-con oversee what cops are doing.
They're having ex-cons police the police?
Yeah.
And it also sounds like it's just over complete city administration, right? So that means like the fire department, the building department, like if there are people adhering to like city building codes, to the janitorial waste services, to the parks and recreation. Is that all of that? They're in charge of all of that stuff?
Well, that wasn't mentioned in the reporting. They're just focusing on the police department for this specific committee. So
this position is basically seeing if the cops are doing their job then, right? Or if they're doing something wrong or...
pretty much, yeah. It's like overseeing the department. I'm not exactly sure like to what extent. It's something that the police are against. The head of the association was saying that this is just distasteful. But this measure, so this is a voter approved measure that passed.
So that's what the people want?
Yeah, they're saying that the people want this to happen.
I feel like it's gonna turn out either really, really, really good or really fucked. Because it's either gonna be you have a completely reformed, incarcerated guy that really wants to help clean up the police department so there's no corruption and all that. Or you're gonna have a guy that's still in the criminal mindset And now he's gonna go to the cops and he's gonna slowly start turning all of them. Like, yo, I work for the Mexican mafia and we're trying to bring in a load of this crap.
Wrong voice though. You gotta do it with the right voice. Your name is Creeper.
Creeper? So, hey, what's up, peces? So, hey, come here, fucking Officer Johnson. So, like, my master, he's trying to, like, bring in a delivery, and you know how expensive FedEx is. So I was thinking, like, if we duct tape cocaine to the bottom of the SWAT truck, and then fucking tape up the noses of the dogs so they can't smell that shit, look, I'll give you $1 million. That it's either gonna be that or that.
There we go. It just didn't seem believable at first. That's why I just didn't. I just didn't believe it, but I believe it now.
Oakland police is kind of fucked up though, because I saw some footage of when they had the Occupy Oakland kind of stuff, and they were clearing out the parks. They had, you know, those tear gas shooters. You're supposed to shoot them in the air, right? They were just shooting the protesters directly with those tear gas things.
Shit.
Yeah, people were getting fucking.
Why are you laughing?
This feels like in tears laughing. It's supposed to get like broken hearts and shit.
Yeah, it's like the more he says, the more he cracks.
I'm sad for the human part of it is fucked up. The funny part of it for me is that these cops are just doing it without any type of guilt, any type of like remorse. They don't give a fuck.
Still not funny.
They don't give a fuck. They're just like, I'm gonna do what I want.
That's still sad.
I think it's funny because you know what the cops' true intention are. You know, like cops, they're so fucking like action hungry that when they pull someone over and that's been speeding, when they pull them out, they never like, sir, get on the floor. It's like, get the fuck on the fucking floor. And they're like every fucking jujitsu move they've been learning.
I know, I can't wait to use my moves.
Like this, and he's like a 70-year-old like old man that
Yeah.
just took too much meds, and then so now he's driving kind of fast. So I think like with that type of cop action hungry energy, you can see like you're supposed to go but he's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I feel like I was a cop, dude. I'd be the laziest fucking cop on earth, dude. I'd probably get fired pretty quick.
You're the reason why they started that donut thing. You were that cop that started that trend.
Probably, huh?
Coffee, and they just kick it.
I would have gauged the situation to see how bad it is. Like, let's say, like these kids are drinking outside. I'd be like, yo, don't do it in front of me. Go over there, bro. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, I'm fucking chilling right here. Fucking dumbass.
Now I gotta do paperwork and shit.
Now I got stressed out because the kids are so stupid.
I feel like David would start a new trend and it'd be ice cream. He'd be like rolling in his fucking.
Instead of donuts.
Dude, I'll be trying to help these kids out and shit all the time. You can't rob from this time to this time, specifically because I'm patrolling. So can you do it when these officers are doing it? Because I ain't trying to work right now, bro.
You'd be the desk job cop.
I bet all the cops would like question me because it's like these known criminals. Like, what's up? Man, what's up, bro? I just like go by. Hey, life's good, dude.
You just pass your patrol schedule to all like the head of the blocks. Like, yo, so I just got my work schedule this week. Here you go.
I know. Here y'all
No
go.
criminal activity between these hours.
Yep. Please, please.
Oh man. No, but back to this measure thing. They're saying that part of the measure was they were saying that they were looking for people who had experienced police contact. And so obviously if you were formerly incarcerated, you have a lot of experience with police conduct and potential misconduct as well. So that's why they, like the voters felt, or backers of this measure, really felt that it was important to consider ex-cons because of they have like the most experience with cops.
I think the intentions are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because like you want to get someone that's been on the receiving end of police brutality or misconduct or whatever, so you have someone that can specifically look out for that stuff. Or else to us, like we don't really know what it, like I think the regular person that hasn't seen that, like you don't know if it's normal or not. Like when I met like just regular, I guess white people of how it was being like an Asian in the SGV back in late 90s, early 2000s, and how they would just pull you out of the car, make you kneel on the concrete, hands over your head while your friends drive by. Like they're like, what? It's because they can have a normal conversation with the police officer, but as soon as I see a police officer, I immediately see a big swastika on his face.
That's true. I remember feeling that. Yeah. You just feel like, oh fuck, there's a cop, and then you start getting anxiety, and you're like, they're gonna pull me over for no fucking reason and like keep me out of my car for 2 hours for investigation.
Yeah, and they search your car, and you don't know your rights back then. They're like, God damn it, he's gonna fucking unplug my stereo system that me and my friends took 8 hours to fucking put together.
And then they take pictures of you and then write you down in a roster of gangs.
I feel like those cops too at that time, they were just waiting. I was like, can't wait to like grab an Asian kid and use all the racist jokes I've been trying to use for the longest time. Get on the floor, Chow Mein! Oh, that felt so good. God, I've been waiting to say that. Get low, man! Oh shit, that was fucking check. That was great. They said some offensive ass shit though, didn't they? They said some racist ass shit. They would always ask like, oh, you can't speak English? They would say shit like that. Yeah. Because if they have to repeat themselves, they would say that joke. I had that said to me a couple times. Wow. And I wasn't even, this is like when it was simmering down to, but they still said that joke. And I think if I was an adult now, I heard I'd be a lot more pissed. But I was so scared I didn't say shit.
What would you say now then?
Huh?
If you were pissed, what would you say?
I'm Korean. That joke doesn't make any sense. You mean kalguksu? I'll be right there. I'd be hella snobby about it. You mean kimchi? Stupid.
Hey, you guys want to stalk any of us? Well, go ahead down to the description box below and you can follow us on Instagram and all kinds of stuff. For more videos,